Ferris State post-COVID was really focusing on, how do we serve both remote and local students, and what does that look like in the next 5 to 10 years? This building is really created to address those concerns and to create this new model going forward. We were engaged in the project as a technology expert for a building called the Center for Virtual Learning. So the goal of this building really is to provide a collaborative environment locally and to give that same learning experience to anybody that's virtual. That in part will grow their student body, give them more opportunities for a bigger enrollment. Ferris's goal is a center for virtual learning, not remote learning, and I think that's an important distinction. One of our goals in designing the classrooms was that the virtual learners had the same experience as local learners. From collaboration to group discussions, content sharing, and so we wanted to create this equal learning environment. That's the real goal and power of a virtual experience versus just a remote experience. You could consider the CVL, Center for Virtual Learning, a key component to creating a metaversity. Even Ferris themselves view it as that. Historically, in a virtual distance learning environment, you're kind of given one product and it is what it is. What a metaversity does is gives more options to those distance learners. Let them make choices on the experience that they're going to have. And that experience is a more immersive environment. The ISI program at Ferris, which is the Information Security and Intelligence program, is a leader in the state and really across the country for what they do in research, in ethical hacking, in program development, software development. Part of the system design for ISI was to create this dual network configuration. With the help of Ferris State IT, we were able to design a redundant, kind of diverse network system for ISI. Essentially, what they have is a separate network that they can do their hacking on. Part of that same environment is creating a Faraday lab. A Faraday cage is essentially a shielded room on all sides, so think of it like a big copper box, where no signals can really penetrate. The challenge with a Faraday lab is you need to get cables and fiber into the lab to set up these networks, but you can't make holes in it. So our team of designers worked with the architect and Faraday lab designers to come up with waveguides that allow the network cables to pass through without creating a leak in the RF signal. This Faraday lab is perhaps one of the first in the state of Michigan. It gives them a tremendous opportunity to run things on campus that just other schools aren't doing right now. In school digital media, it includes programming, game design, video editing, video production. Some of the spaces that are in the building for them include an AR/VR lab, audio studios with an audio control booth, a green screen studio for video and audio production, and editing suites. School of Education has classrooms in the Center for Virtual Learning as well. The classrooms, while easy to use for lecture or collaborative learning, also has all the technology that you'll see in the virtual learning classroom. There's immersive learning technologies, lecture capture, web conferencing. It's also giving the faculty the opportunity to teach the students how to teach in that immersive experience. Having these technologies is important for these students because these are the types of classrooms they're going to be teaching in.